Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Pretty Press Unplugged. My name is Yadrissa, and for today's video I'm going to show you guys a detailed tutorial on how I created this ombre nails on my practice hand. I'm going to show you how I practice doing my shaping in acrylic to powder ratio on my practice hand. I'm going to show you guys everything that I use to create these nails and just a step-by-step tutorial. So what I'm starting off doing is I'm showing you guys the nail tips that I'm going to be using for today's video. These are pre-shaped nails and these are my XXXL nail tips. These nail tips are really, really long. And like I said before, these are pre-shaped. So this is a coffin shaped nails that I'm going to be using for today's video. So what I did off camera is I did buff the nail plate for my mannequin hand, and I did go ahead and apply my nail tips to my mannequin hand using KDS glue. So that's the glue that I used for today's video. And one of the things that I had trouble with when I was first starting off to practice on my mannequin hand is I could not get my nail tip to adhere to the mannequin hand. So what I learned was it is good to buff the nail surface of that mannequin hand first before you try to glue your tip down. That would ensure that your nail tip is going to be nice and secure on that nail before you begin anything. So like I said before, I'm going to show you guys how I practice on my mannequin hand, and I'm going to be doing a ombre neon green nails for today. And I'm going to be using a not polished Glow Me the Money acrylic powder for today's video. And this acrylic powder glows in the dark, so that's what I really, really love about this. I really, really love this color as well. I believe this is a neon green or neon yellow shade, but I just wanted to go ahead and practice on my mannequin hand today, so that's why I'm just recording the process on how I practice on my mannequin hand. So I'm not sure if you noticed that or not, but with that first bead, that bead was very, very dry. It was hard for me to apply that to the nail. It was very stiff and it dried really, really quickly. So one of the things that you should be aware of is the temperature in the room really affects how that acrylic lays and how it's going to apply to your nails. So be mindful if your if your monomer is cold, that's going to make your beads really, really dry, and it dries a lot faster. So you have to work really fast when you are applying your acrylic beads when the monomer is cold. I know some people do have a like a bottle warmer, and they do warm up their acrylic before they apply that acrylic to the brush and then go into the acrylic powder just to warm it up a little bit so that it so that the monomer is warmer and it doesn't dry so fast, and you're able to shape it how you want it before you go ahead and apply that to that nail. So as you can see, I am working in sections. I'm starting from the bottom of the nail and I'm slowly and gradually making my way up that nail. And next I'm going to be using this Mia Secret Cover Beige, and that is going to be the color that I'm going to be using to create my ombre effect today. I did go ahead and clean off my brush, and I'm just going to be using that same brush. This brush is from Pana, and I believe my brush is a 16 a brush is a size 16. So I'm just going to be taking a medium-sized bead, and what I mean by medium-sized bead is when I dip my brush into my monomer, I wipe off my brush halfway, and that will give me enough liquid on my brush to, when I do go into my acrylic powder, it's going to pick up a medium-sized bead. So be mindful of how much liquid is on your brush, how much monomer is on your brush before you go into your acrylic powders. So that would determine the size of the bead that you're going to be going in with and how it's going to apply to that nail. So as you can see, I was just going ahead and building my apex with my Cover Beige acrylic powder by Mia Secret. I really, really love that acrylic powder because it has a shimmer light shimmers in reflective in that cover beige shade. So it's really, really pretty. So what I'm just going to be doing is I'm just going to continue on with the nails. I'm going back in with that not polished acrylic, and I'm just going to be going ahead and I'm going to be applying medium beads to my brush, and I'm going to be wiping off the brush on the sides as I go along. And now, as you can see, I dipped my brush in my monomer, and I did wipe off my brush halfway so that the liquid in the brush is a medium-sized bead. So when I go and wipe it off with halfway, when I dip into my acrylic, it's going to give me a medium-sized bead. And I do wipe off the sides, as you can see, as I'm going along, just to keep that shape. Dipping into my monomer, I wipe my brush off halfway, and now I'm going into my acrylic powder. And I did go ahead and after I did dip it into my acrylic powder, I did turn the brush around and set it on top of a piece of paper towel just to dry that bead out a little bit more so it's not really watery. Because again, when your temperature is cold, your monomer is cold, that acrylic bead will be a lot runnier and it will just move a lot and it will be hard to control. So just be mindful of the temperature in your room when you are doing nail art. So now I'm just going to continue on to the rest of the nails, and I'm just going to be going on and just finishing applying my neon shade first. And then I'm going to go back and continue on with that ombre effect with my Mia Secret Cover Beige shade. So as you can see, like I said before, I'm working in sections and I'm applying a medium-sized bead when I'm applying it. These nails are long, so I'm just gradually working my way up. I know some people do it with one bead or able to do it with two beads, but I like to do it this way. This works better for me. And make sure you are applying thin layers of that first product, because you are going to be applying your clear acrylic on top of this to encapsulate everything when everything is applied and your application is done on the nails. So make sure you apply a thin layer, but not so it's sheer. You don't want it to be see-through, but you want to apply a thin layer, not a thick layer, because you're going to go on top of that ombre and you're going to put that clear on top, because when you begin to foul those nails, you do not want to foul your ombre effect off with your drill. So make sure you encapsulate your design with that clear acrylic powder when you are finished the application for the ombre. So let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section as far as how I do my application process, or as far as how I pick up my beads, my powder to bead ratio, and also how I file and shape nails. Anything regarding this set of nails, or any information on my mannequin hand, just make sure to leave it down in the comment section down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. And if you are new and just now checking out my videos, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys like what you see here, and also become a subscriber to my channel. And if you like this video, don't forget to like it and comment as well. And also don't forget to hit that bell notification on the side. It's free, just so you're notified every time I upload new videos here on my channel. I am going to start incorporating more videos of me doing my application process on my mannequin hand, because I am a self-taught nail artist, and this is how I like to get my practice on practicing new shapes, new designs, and a new nail art. So I do like to go in and work on my mannequin hand a lot. I know I do have a lot of press-on nails that I have shown how I created my press-on nails on my channel here, and I do sell my press-on nails as well. So if you guys are interested in purchasing any nails from me, from Pretty Press-On Plug, then make sure you check me out on my other social media platforms, on TikTok, Facebook, on Instagram, and here on YouTube. My name is all the same on all social media platforms. It's pretty_press press-on_plug. So it's pretty press-on plug, and you can DM me on Instagram if you're interested in purchasing a set of press-on nails. I do sell press-on nails, and my nails are very affordable and durable as well, because I do use gel polish for my press-on nails so that they last long, and you can get that same effect as going to the nail salon. Those same designs I can create any nail design on my press-on nails that you see here on my channel. So like I said before, I'm going to start showing you guys how I practice on my mannequin hand, so you guys can get the feel of how to start to apply your acrylic, how to do different designs, how to work with different lengths of nails. So like I said, I'm just showing you guys how I do that here. And as you can see, I am going back in to my Mia Secret cover beige, and I'm building my apex. I like my apex to be nice and sturdy. In this area of the nail, you do want a lot of strength in that area. So that's why it's good to build up that apex when you are going ahead and creating that apex on your nails. And as you can see, I did leave a little space there just for I can be able to apply my ombre effect to my nails. And like I said before, I am using Cover Beige by Mia Secret. And as you can see, I am using medium beads as well. I do go ahead and apply some of that acrylic to my nail. I do place it down where I have ended the last color. I put it directly on top of that color, a little bit above that color, and then I begin to feather that nails down. And as you can see, I'm using the tip of my brush to push that acrylic down into my cuticle area, but I don't want to flood the cuticle. And then I'm just going to use a light hand to just feather it down, just to bring that ombre effect down and create that ombre effect, as you can see here. I am going back in with that brush. I'm going on to the next step, and as you can see, I'm wiping my brush off halfway. I'm dipping into my acrylic powder. I did go ahead and tap that bead onto my paper towel on the side of me, and just to drain it out a little bit of that monomer. And then now I'm going on to put that bead on the nail. As you can see there, I place it right above where that neon shade was, and then I begin to push the acrylic down and then feather it down. So as you can see, I'm taking off, I wipe my brush off halfway. I tapped it on a paper towel that I have on the side, and then I'm placing my acrylic bead onto that nail. As you can see, I'm making sure I'm angling that nail down so that the acrylic flows down naturally and flows down, and that, because you don't want that nail to be bulky. And I like to push my cuticle bead down into the cuticle with the tip of my brush, and I'm going to be encapsulating with my Mia Secret clear acrylic powder to encapsulate my whole design that I have created here. Because like I said before, when you begin to file your nails, as you can see, you see how runny that bead is? That's because my monomer is cold, and I'm just trying to move fast, work fast to smooth it out before it dries into place. So make sure that you are mindful, like I said before, the temperature in your nail room or wherever you do nails, be mindful that that temperature does affect your application and how your product is going to behave, your acrylic and powder. So that's why I like to drain it off a little bit. Just tap my brush onto my paper towel that I have on the side, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that bead of acrylic powder. So like I said before, you're going to use that clear acrylic to go over your nail design, because when you begin to file down, you do not want to file down that ombre that you have created, and you don't want that pattern to disappear, that ombre effect to disappear when you are going in with your nail drill or your nail file. So make sure you smooth that out. I do like to do a thin layer of that acrylic powder to go over and encapsulate my nail design. So as you can see, it's repetitive, but it is good to practice on your mannequin hand in between customers, or if you just want to practice certain styles that you feel like you may need a little bit more practice in and just want to perfect. This is one of the styles, one of the designs that I really had struggled with before as far as just applying and creating that ombre effect. So that's why I went into today's video. And I wanted to get a little bit more practice. So I decided while I was practicing, I was just going to go ahead and record myself practicing, trying to create this ombre effect and show you guys how I practice on my mannequin hand and how easy it is to achieve. Like I said before, I used to struggle with applying my nail tips to my mannequin hand and just getting those nail tips to stick on and last while I'm doing my acrylic set. So it is good to just practice, like I said, on your nails if you want to practice before you begin to take clients, or if you just want to if you just enjoy doing nails and you just want to just just practice a lot more. Like I said before, this is a good way to learn how to work with your monomer and your acrylic powder. So as you can see, I have finished applying my acrylic application to my nails. And like I said before, these nail tips that I'm using today are my 4XL nail tips. And these are pre-shaped nail tips, which means these nail tips are already cut to the shape. I don't have to cut the shape of the nails. And for this set of nails, these are coffin shaped nails. So I was just going in after I applied my acrylic, like I said, and I was just trying to even everything out. Make sure you file underneath that nail, as you can see, and I was just going to just making that shape really, really crisp and sharp and straight. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going in with my nail file by Panna. And now I'm going to be going in with my nail drill. And I'm just going to be going over with my nail drill bit, and I'm just going to smooth out that shape. And sometimes that nail tip does move a lot when you are working on it. It doesn't feel like it's going to come off of the nail, doesn't feel like it's going to come off the mannequin hand, but the finger part, the fingertip of that mannequin hand, it sometimes shifts down when you're working. So it's good to just push it back up and just make sure everything is secure before you begin to finish designing your nails. So as you can see, I'm just trying to perfect that shape and get it nice and straight. And also don't forget the nail tip underneath the nail. As you can see, I'm drilling there, just because sometimes when you do apply your acrylic, it does build up at the tip of the nail. So it's good to make sure you smooth that out and get that shape back using your drill and using your nail file. And the nail file that I've used for today's video, again, is by Panna, and I believe it's 100 grit that I used today for this video. And as you can see, this video is in real time for some clips, and some clips I did speed up the process because it is repetitive of just seeing the same thing over and over. But I did want to make sure that I didn't cut out anything in the video. I just wanted to maybe speed it up a bit so that you guys can see exactly how I create my shape, how I perfect that shape. So now you see what I'm doing because I applied my acrylic, right? So now I'm using that nail file to get that shape back, because when you apply your acrylic, sometimes it overlaps over the nail shape. So I'm just getting that nail shape back. As you can see, I'm filing the sides of my nail tip first, just to get that shape back and make sure it's nice, crisp, and sharp. And I'm also going underneath the nail. So don't forget to go underneath that nail as well to make sure it is even. And I like to hold the nail tip at the bottom when I'm filing, because that nail is really, really long and you don't want to hurt the client's nail because the nail is so long, and you're filing it and you're moving around a lot, and you don't want it to yank or hurt the client in any type of way just by the tension that you're applying. So like I said, I'm going back in and I'm just going to be perfecting that shape, straightening those nails out, making sure that shape is there. I really like how crispy the lines can get when you use your file on the side and your nail drill. So that's what I'm making sure, that those lines is visible, and that those lines are very straight as far as your shape. So that's why I like to practice, like I said before, because you can practice on your shaping, and you can practice on just knowing how to file the nail down, not too much, and how to hold the client's hand as well, and making sure you're being careful and mindful that you are working on a human being, and that you are adding a nail enhancement so that you want these nails to come out beautiful as well as nice and straight. You don't want your nails to be lopsided or uneven in any type of way. So make sure you just take your time when you are filing down the nails with your nail filer, because you don't want to also make that mistake of cutting your client by accident because you didn't take your time or you're moving too rough. So I like to move and apply my nail acrylic and file as if I am working on a on a real person. I like to hold my nail the same way as if I'm holding a person's real hand, and also file in that same way, making sure I'm not getting too close to the size of the nails when I am filing the nails down, so that I don't make a mistake to cut my client. So when I'm practicing on my mannequin hand, I'm also mindful of not touching the sides of the nails right there. I'm making sure I don't cut my client with my nail file, because these nail files are really sharp as well. So you want to make sure that you are not going too close. And just because you're working on a mannequin doesn't mean that you shouldn't be mindful of how to correctly use your nail drill and how to correctly use your nail file. So like I said before, when I'm filing my nails, I'm being mindful as if I am working on a client, so that I would get used to practicing this way, so that when I do have my clients come, I have a lot of practice in knowing how to not get so close to the sides of the person's real nail, and not making a mistake of cutting them with my nail file or my nail drill. So as you can see, I'm going back in with my Macart nail drill, and I'm just going to be sealing that cuticle, just making sure everything is nice and flush, and just perfecting that shape and smoothing out that acrylic that I have there. And once you get the hang of it, as far as just your acrylic application, you won't have to do much filing on the nails, because you will begin to get better and better at your acrylic application, so that it won't be a lot to file down, because the application is so smooth and straight also. So I did do a good job as far as my application process. So I won't be doing a lot of filing down with my nail drill as far as the bulkiness, because I made sure that I applied just enough acrylic that I didn't make it too bulky, or didn't have to do much shaping after. That's why, like I said, it is always good to practice whenever you guys have any free time. And like I said before, you want to work on any nail shapes, any new designs, or just learning how to work with your acrylic and your monomer. This is the perfect time to do that, so that you have enough practice and you would just get better and better at creating these nail sets. Again, like I said before, ombre was something that I have struggled with, so that is what I wanted to go in and practice on these nail sets, to practice my ombre technique. And I hope you guys have learned something from this video and enjoying me showing you guys how I work on my mannequin hand. So this is like a work with me kind of video, or watch me practice on my nail hand. Let me know if you guys want me to do a close-up of any steps that I have done on these nail steps already. If you didn't see anything too close, being that the angle that I have angled my camera angled, I hope you guys can see everything that I have done in this video as far as my application up into my filing down with my nail drill and filing down with my my nail filer as well. I hope this angle is good enough for you guys to see a good detailed tutorial, and we're able to learn something from this video, watching this video as well. I am going to try to do another angle as far as when I'm applying working on my mannequin hand again. I did want to do a different angle, maybe an overhead angle of me applying my acrylic polish, my acrylic application to my nails. I think that would be maybe a better view than the view that I have here. But like I said, I'm just going to, the next time that I do practice on my mannequin hand, I will record that process from a different angle just to see which angle is best as far as recording, so you guys can really see every single thing that I'm doing in very clearly. So like I said, I'm going back in with my Macart nail drill, and I'm just going in. I did go ahead and seal that cuticle first, just making sure it's nice and flush around that cuticle area, and then I'm going to begin to shape that nail. As you can see, don't forget the end of that nail, the tip of that nail, to file down some of that extra acrylic that has built up down there. So yeah, as you can see, I'm going back in and I'm going close to that cuticle, and I'm just sealing that cuticle, making sure it's nice and flush. And as you can see, this is the finished product of the nails. Let me know what you guys think of the finished product. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have not done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is the finished product of my ombre nails. Let me know what you guys think. And while you're at it, can you go ahead and check out some of my other videos I have posted here on my channel. I have press-on nails, acrylic nails, and also check me out on my other social media platforms. On Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube here, I have the same name, Pretty Press-On Plug, Pretty_Press-On_Plug. So I hope you guys check out some other videos, like, comment, and subscribe, and tune into my other videos. And I have more videos to come, so stay tuned. Bye.